It's the 411 Hot Wire, keeping you fashionably on time and in the knowing, where we dare to dream and dream if we dare. Fashion, celebrity news, trends, top Billboard artists of the week, top 5 motion pictures trending in the U.S., entrepreneurs of the week, and much, much more. "411 Hotwire" is an online social media magazine, and we research the truthfulness of our stories, but we do not guarantee anything to be 100% factual. We are in the entertainment magazine business, and the opinions of followers, writers, and guests are aired. We will be back after these few messages. Thank you for viewing.
Hi, I'm Victoria Wiegand, and I'm here with Bougie Chic Fashion and Bella Levine, and I am interviewing the Miss Fashion.
Nails, check. Outfit, check. Slaying boots, slaying that check.
Designer glasses,
Designer check. Only good vibes at bougiechick.com. That's BOUJICHICK.com.
did you get that?
Hi, I'm your host Victoria, and I'm here with 2 beautiful, powerful women, and they're here to tell us a little bit information about their businesses. Let Rose speak.
More Delights and Let Rose Speak.
I understand that you invested in the 411 commercial episode. What weren't you able to share to the young ladies that may be seeking help from your business, or what do you offer from your business?
In the commercial, I was basically able to tell them just a little bit about Let Rose Speak and our mission, but my whole purpose of Let Rose Speak is to educate our community on domestic violence, to give them an opportunity to have an outlet to express themselves in a way that's comfortable, and also give our youth the education that they wasn't able to receive at home. A lot of people keep domestic violence on a hush-hush, and they keep it as don't tell nobody, that's nobody's business. And we're here to let them know, like, there's no more silence. Like, we're speaking out and we're speaking up, and we're gonna stand up for what is right, and we're gonna teach these kids how to be treated. And that's the whole program for Let Rose Speak. We're here to educate our youth and then educate their parents on what we're teaching them, so they can also, if their children have any answers, they can answer the questions for their children. And it's not just about educating them. We're also gonna have a part where we skill building. We're going to help them build their self-confidence, their self-worth, and let them know, give them the skills so that they're able to implement the information that we're giving them. Like, okay, it's good to give somebody information, but what are we supposed to do with this information? So we make sure we give them the information and tell them what to do with the information also.
Great.
This is your girl Victoria from 411 Hotwire, so stay tuned after these few commercials.
Now jumping in the political arena, we're putting to bed the Colin Kaepernick controversy by airing the research and truth regarding him taking a knee during the NFL's national anthem. It is told through the eyes and knowledge of a U.S. veteran, Nate Boyer, originally airing on SportsCenter Coast to Coast recently.
What was your initial response when you saw that Colin Kaepernick sat for the national anthem?
I'll be completely honest, my initial response was anger, you know?
I was angry and disappointed because I grew up a Niner fan and I was pulling for this guy. And now he just pissed on my flag.
But then I just stopped making all these judgments and tried to listen to what he's talking about. Specifically, it's police brutality.
And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I want to try to understand where he's coming from, at least somewhat, because I hadn't walked around in his shoes, but he hasn't walked around in my boots. You know what I mean? So I just wrote a letter and he got a hold of it.
He contacted you?
Yeah, he contacted me. He said he was inspired by it and he was wanting to sit down with me, you know, just have a discussion. First thing he said when we met was, hey, I just want you to know I appreciate your service more than anything.
I expressed to him, maybe there's a different way to demonstrate where you're showing more respect for those that lay down their lives for what that flag and anthem stands for. I suggested, kneeling, because people kneel to pray. We'll kneel in front of a fallen brother's grave, to show respect. And he said, I think that would be really powerful.
Colin Kaepernick choosing not to sit on the bench this time, but to take a knee.
The fact that he was willing to listen and go to a knee versus sitting, I thought was huge. That's an important step that he's taken. I think other people need to take a step too and maybe listen to him.
Cops are getting paid leave for killing people and not being held accountable. That's not right.
I respect those men and women in uniform, but the ones that aren't doing it the right way, we need to correct it. We need to fix it. He's right about that.
People of color have been targeted by police.
It is an issue, and we've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go.
I think as a service member, it's more upsetting for me to come back from fighting for my country overseas to see how divided we are and how angry we are at each other.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners say, get that son of a bitch off the field?
I'm more hurt by that than somebody sitting down during the anthem.
At this point, I'm just like, Mr. President, let's be presidential now and reach across to people that you don't agree with and you think are wrong and just say, you know what, let me hear you out.
If we have these real conversations that are uncomfortable for a lot of people, it's something that can unify this country.
And maybe we can come to some kind of agreement, solution, and understand that we're really not that different. We probably want the same things at the end of the day.
Hallelujah.
This is your girl Victoria, your host from the 411 Hotwire, and we are back.
We're giving them a chance to be free and to open up their mind, and in education we're also telling them about different careers where our mentors are in different careers that they might want to be into. We have hairdressers, we have makeup artists, we have lawyers, we have doctors, we have a few judges and nurses that are going to come into the program and help them facilitate their dream in their future. So if you want to be a doctor and you're thinking about it, we're going to have a doctor right there that you can touch, that you can talk to, that looks like you, that can tell you, yes, I went through some struggles, but you too can still accomplish your dream in a timely fashion. And that's what a lot of Let Rose Speak is about. And a lot of times people wonder, well, how can domestic violence really help a child grow, or what is the program really going to do, or how is it going to make a difference? That one little seed that we implant in their mind is going to help them grow a bunch of orchards of other children in the community later on in life. A lot of people don't understand that when girls and boys talk, they have a lot of secret conversations with their friends in school, a lot of locker room conversations, and they're giving out false information. Rose is providing them information that now when they're giving them the information and we're talking about it, they know what they're talking about, they feel confident, they're educated, and now when somebody says something that is wrong or goes against what we're teaching them, they can back up their information.
Exactly. And also educating them, because people don't think that young people go through domestic violence. This generation, they're starting relationships way earlier than what we used to. Like 9-year-olds, like you have 9-year-olds that's pregnant, so you know they're in relationships, they're doing something they're not supposed to do, and they not know what a healthy relationship is because they're using social media. They're going by what they're seeing and what they're hearing, and they assuming that's what it is. So when someone gets into a domestic relationship and they learn from their peers or their social medias or other outlets, they assume that is love, and they assume that that's the type of love they're supposed to get because this is what is popular. And even though they may feel like it's wrong, but everybody else is doing it, they're going to accept it. So, and we're here to let them know it's not okay. This is how it's supposed to go, and this is what you can do to make sure it goes the way it's supposed to go.
I was going to add on to that. You watch The Housewives and you see all of the reality TV shows, and these young girls think that's the way I'm supposed to dress, that's the way I'm supposed to act. You hear people like Little Scrappy and Bambi at a time having an argument, and he's calling her this and she's calling him that, and now they feel like that's what they're supposed to do. That's a healthy relationship. They got millions of dollars. They're on TV, so they have to be doing it right. When they're not, they don't understand that they're role models, and even if they do, they don't understand how important their role is in there. And a lot of people, like I heard Cardi B say the other day, I need you to be the role model. I'm not supposed to be the role model. And it's true. You're supposed to be the role model. The parents are, but some of them don't have that education, and they're still looking on the TV as well. So what we're trying to do is break that cycle and break that chain and break it down and show you, okay, this is what you, and we can even even use that as an example. This is what you've seen on TV, but this is how it should have went, or this is how it could have went, and this is a healthier way to have that go.
So basically, it's opening up their mind to bigger and better things as far as relationship-wise and just being a whole person completely.
Yes.
I told you these women was powerful.
Yes.
Here are your top 10 Billboard Hip Hop Songs trending in the U.S. Number 10, Loyalty, Kendrick Lamar featuring Rihanna. Number 9, I Fall Apart, Post Malone. Number 8, I Get the Bag, Gucci Mane featuring Migos. Number 7, Humble, Kendrick Lamar. Number 6, Bank Account, 21 Savage. Number 5, Rake It Up, Yo Gotti featuring Nicki Minaj. Number 4, Unforgettable, French Montana featuring Soleil. Number 3, 1-800-273-8255, Logic featuring Alicia, Cara, and Khalid. Number 2, Rockstar, Post Malone featuring 21 Savage. And coming in at our sparkling number 1, Bodak Yellow, Money Moves by Cardi.
This is your girl Victoria, your host from the 411 Hotwire, and we are back.
We're working on them at 100% from head to toe, because Let Rose Speak is not just about domestic violence. Like, we're about self-development. It's a self-development company. We're all about building self-worth, about person loving themselves and actually learning to love themselves first before they can turn to love outwards. So people tend to love everybody else but not love themselves. So that's another way that unhealthy relationships come, because they're so busy pleasing other people and loving on other people and forget to love on themselves, so they accept things that they shouldn't accept because they don't know what self-love is.
And that's where her life coaching skills come in, and her accountability coaching. And for me, even with me being a part of Let Rose Speak, for More Delights, she makes me accountable for making sure that I'm still taking care of myself as well as my business aspects outside of Let Rose Speak. And she's good for the adults as well as the children. A lot of people think it's just for the kids, but no, it's for the parents. We all need some accountability. We all need somebody healthy to remind us sometimes that you are doing the right things, you're on the right path, but this is how you could get there a little bit easier, or here's a milder way instead of you having to cut through the glass field. You know, there's a path and I can show you how to sweep through it and get through life easier. And Rose is awesome in that aspect, and that's why I work with Let Rose Speak.
And that is awesome. So do you have anything new that is coming up, or anything that is coming up as far as Let Rose Speak, any new events or anything?
We have our event October 27th. Let Rose Speak first year Woman in the Mirror. It's a domestic violence awareness dinner fundraiser, and we're actually raising the funds to do the mentoring program in January called Lead by Example, where it's going to be a 10-week program where we mentor the girls and the parents on domestic violence and skill building. And it will be October 27th at 6 p.m. at 3354 Delaware, and you at 716-235-3942, or you can look us up on Facebook and you can buy the tickets online. Make sure you want to attend. This is an event that you want to attend. It's going to have great performers, and it's going to have a lot of education as well. We want you to understand what each of these women are going through. It's going to have our youth. Some of our mentor girls is going to be their performers. Going to be some people, mostly everybody that's involved in the event, from vendors to performers, have been a victim of domestic violence. Well, as Janika says, victors of domestic violence. So we want to see you there. We need our community. We know that it's not just us. We need a whole family. Like they said, I was thinking about this morning. They always say take a village to raise a child. So we need our village to come raise these children. So we calling you out and making sure we want to see you October 27th.
This is your girl Victoria from 411 Hotwire. So stay tuned after these few commercials.
My name is Justice here at the 411 Hotwire, inviting you to watch my new journey. Our guests in our new shows debut bi-weekly here at the 411 Hotwire. Stay tuned.
Hello, my name is JL. I am the CEO of Billboard Catering and Event Planning, where cooking for you is not only my pleasure, it is my delight. The passion is not only in my food, it's in my DNA, and I would love to serve any event, no size is too small, big, large, bar mitzvah, birthday party, repast, we cover it all. Our information is amordelights.com. You can reach me at 716-710-9377. That's 710.
This is your girl Victoria, your host from the 411 Hotwire, and we are back.
I want to talk about October 27th real quick. Amore Delights is sponsoring and catering the event. I'm going to break down the menu real quick. You have a choice of roast beef, stuffed chicken breast, and we have a vegan option of a stuffed mushroom cap. We have sides like risotto, rice pilaf, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese. We're doing greens, green beans, mixed vegetables. There's going to be a dessert tray, soup, salad, appetizers. We're doing wine, and we're going to have a champagne toast at the end. It is going to be an event that you don't want to miss, and food that you would love to try. If you don't have that comfort at home, we're trying to give you that comfort in this situation. You'll get to get the entertainment and the warmth of the food to touch your soul and to help you reach in your pockets and help these girls.
Now, while we're on Amore Delights, I had a chance to taste some of your delicious food. And when I say delicious, if y'all want some home cooked stuff, Amore Delights. Okay. And how did you get started? What made you want to cater? What made you want to pursue that in the field?
I have been cooking since I was 5 years old. My grandmother owned a bakery, Craig and Craig Twin Bakery. Shout out to the twins. I miss you. May you both rest in peace. But they started me in the bakery, and my father, my biological father, Arnold White, had a bar and restaurant, and I grew up harassing them in the kitchen. So when all the family dinners would come along and all the aunties would get together, I'm under the table and around everybody, and then I had a great grandmother who literally put my hands in her dishes. So this one particular Thanksgiving, my aunt came in, everybody was doing the Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner, and they were all upstairs asleep, but she had to go to the store, and I snuck down to the kitchen. When she got there, I had my hamburgers and my french fries all cut up, and we're talking about a 5-year-old standing at the stove making this burger, and she wanted to whip my butt, but she said no, I'm gonna let her finish, and we're gonna taste it. And she said that was one of the best burgers she ever had. And ever since then, I've been easy bake burning. I literally burnt my cousin's easy bake oven because I stuck a caramel apple in there because I wanted to see it caramelize. What 6-year-old do you know is talking about caramelization?
This is your girl Victoria from 411 Hotwire. So stay tuned after these few commercials.
It's a mentor/coaching business that work with young women and victims of domestic violence on owning oneself and working on their self-development. We work with young women on educating them about domestic violence and helping them build their self-confidence. We are together. We are working together as a community to help build our awareness about domestic violence, and we need your help. So if you're willing to join us in our journey, please come along and contact me at 716-235-3942. Again, let Rose speak. Just tell one.
Tell one.
Just tell one.
I wanted to see it.
You already knew. You had to touch.
One step at a time. My grandmother kept saying one step at a time. So the rule was I wasn't allowed to touch the stove until I got tall enough to touch the stove. Well, I was able to touch the stove at 7, and ever since then I've been in the pot. Well, you can reach me at 716-710-9377. That stands for 710 yes, because that's what you're going to say when you eat my food. As far as my food is concerned, I cook everything. I am a mixed background. I am multicultural. I have Polish, Irish, Scottish, Sicilian, Creole, West Indian, Cherokee, Blackfoot. I am all of the above, and I am in touch with all of my souls and Native American foods. I am able to cook anything. I can give you an Alfredo. I can make you macaroni and cheese and greens. I can even do Chinese food. I love Szechuan. It is really, really good, and we did that for one of the events. I can't give you one thing that I make in particular because I literally like to put my love and energy into my food. The one thing I have to say though, if I'm having a bad day and I'm trying to cook, my food won't come out. So I have to be in the right feng shui, and I have to put my love in there, or else it's not going to be what it is.
She make the best green beans. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I never tasted green beans like that ever. I'm like, these are just green beans. Where? I was like, give me the whole, like, I was hogging them. I was like, can I make sure I put a whole stash to the side? It's like, is you crazy, those green beans? And everybody tastes like,
yeah, because my green beans, we had a family event, and everybody's like, oh, Janika cooks.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but we have to cut in a little bit short on time. So can you please give us information on how to contact you for Let Rose Speak?
You can contact me at 716-235-3942, or you can contact me through my website at www.letrosespeak.com, or you can email at letrosespeak@gmail.com, and you can either pop in off my office, 298 Northampton. Just ring the doorbell and ask for Rose.
And how will they be able to get in touch with you for your delicious food?
You can reach me at 716-710-9377. You can also contact amordelights.com or amordelights@gmail.com. And you also can reach me at 298 Northampton in Let Rose Speak office, because we do share the office space. And this is a lot of places where we do our meetings.
And you heard it here at the 411 Hotline. Have a good night.